Hi Tutu, I'm going to go through the correction for common test question 10C. Alright, okay, this is somehow very important and you need to get it right. So for question 10C involves simplifying algebraic expressions. In this case here, we have three algebraic expressions. Right, 1, 2, and the last one. Okay, so how do we go about doing all this? Alright, so the first thing you need to do is to put bracket. Alright, for those expressions in the numerator, you don't see a bracket, you have to put a bracket. In this case here, the second algebraic expressions, we need to put a bracket. Alright. So we have 1, 2, and 3 algebraic fractions. Alright. So the second thing to do after you have put a bracket will be, I will want to make the numbers in the denominators the same. So in this case here, you have to find the LCM. Am I right? So the LCM will be 14. So my objective is to make the denominator 14. So for the first algebraic fractions, in order to make it 14, I have to multiply it by 7, right? So I have to multiply it by 7. In this case here, so I have to multiply it by 7. So I have to multiply it by 7 in order to make it a 14, right? For the second term, I don't have to do anything. I just need to transfer it down as per normal, right? And for the last term, to make it 14, I need to multiply it by 2, right? So I may need to multiply it by 2 alright. So in this case here, I would have 7 times 5, I have 35, bracket p minus q over 14. Alright. So you see when so for 7 multiplying to 5, alright, I'm just involving the numbers outside, so it becomes 35. So everything as per normal, no change. So 2 times 2 becomes 4 over 14. And the next thing you do is to merge the three algebraic fractions to 1, because now they have the same denominator, so you just merge them by transferring down everything without changing anything, right? So the next step you will do is to simplify the numerator. In this case, you need to do expansions. So we do expansion for the first group first. So expanding 35, we have 35 times p, we have 35p. 35 times minus q, we have 35 minus 35q. Alright. And in this case here, for the second group, we need to expand or bring in minus 1. So in this case here, because of the minus in front, when you actually bring in the minus, the sign in the brackets will have to change. So minus 1 times 2q, you have minus 2q. Right? Minus 1 times minus p, you will get positive p. Alright. And the next one, the next group that you need to expand will be minus 4 bracket p plus q. So again the same thing, minus 4 multiplied by p, you get minus 4p, and minus 4 multiplied by q, you get minus 4q, right? And this is where you need to be very careful. Alright, a lot of students make mistakes here and here. Alright, so when you are actually expanding and bringing in the negative numbers, the sign in the brackets after you expand, you will have to change. Alright. So the next step will be grouping all the like terms together, then we have 35p plus p minus 4p. Alright, the other groups of like terms will be minus 35q minus 2q minus 4q. Alright, so we simplify, we will actually merge the like terms together. 35 plus 1, 36, 36 minus 4, you get 32p. Alright, and for the groups of q, we have minus 35, minus 2, minus 4. And the answers will be minus 41q over 14. Alright, so this is the answers. Alright, so when you do this, to summarize, when you do this type of questions asking you to simplify an algebraic fractions, alright, the first thing you need to do is to put bracket if there isn't one. Alright, so the next thing to do will be you need to change all the term or all the numbers, okay, in the denominator to the same, okay, by finding the LCM. Alright, so the next thing will be is to merge them into one single fractions. Alright, leaving everything unchanged. You just need to transfer down everything as per normal. You just need to transfer down everything as per normal, nothing changed. Alright, and then the last step, you just need to expand in. And you have to take note, if you expand in negative numbers, alright, you have to make sure that the sign in the brackets will have to